I rise today to call on my colleagues in the legislature to act on the unemployment legislation that the federal government needs us to pass in order for Michigan to receive hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funding and maintain unemployment benefits for thousands of Michigan residents. We need to make a temporary change to Michigan's law to match a change in federal law, extending the look-back period from 2 to 3 years to ensure that unemployed workers in Michigan do not lose their eligibility for the federal extended benefits on the unemployment program on April 2nd. If we fail to act, could we have order?
Members, please come to order. Senator Anderson.
Thank you. If we fail to act, 35,000 unemployed workers in Michigan would immediately be cut from the unemployment program and lose 20 weeks of additional critical support from the federal unemployment insurance program while they look for work. In addition, 150,000 Michigan workers who might become eligible this year could also lose their eligibility if this law is not changed. The state would be denying Michigan residents 20 weeks of federal unemployment benefits that residents of other states are able to utilize. As we stretch every budget dollar in this state, there's no reason we should not be moving this legislation to leverage federal funding to assist Michigan workers who are struggling to find jobs in this difficult economy. While our economy has slowly started to turn around, far too many people are still out of work. Unemployment benefits enable them to feed and clothe their families, make their mortgage and car payments, and pay their bills while they search for jobs. In other words, they're putting the money right back into our state's economy, helping Michigan businesses too. This legislation change will come at no cost to state government and no cost to Michigan businesses. I know originally there was a lot of concern it would cost Michigan businesses additional dollars. We found since then that that's not true. This should be an easy decision and a common sense solution to continue unemployment aid for our workers in Michigan. Minnesota, Ohio, Maine, Washington, Delaware, and 30 other states in this same position have already taken action, and we should too. This should not be a partisan issue, and the Michigan Economic Alliance supports this legislation, this change, and we should all be willing to agree on utilizing federal dollars to help Michigan's unemployed workers. But we are quickly running out of time. This legislation must be passed by April 1st, and with this being our last week of session before that time, we need to act now. We have legislation that has come over from the House that addresses other unemployment reforms, and we can use that bill to make this change. For Michigan families, this lifeline is in jeopardy, and this is not a time for hand-wringing, delays, or partisan politics. We need to act now, and I urge my colleagues to swiftly take up this legislation and ensure continued unemployment benefits for Michigan families. Thank you, and I'd ask my comments be added to the journal.